right, it's truth time, ladies and gentlemen. I want you all to be honest. When you think about the beauty industry, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Okay, hair, cute nails, maybe a nice haircut, or just a relaxing time to pamper yourself or treat someone else. But what if I told you beauty actually saved my life? And not in a poetic way. I mean, it literally saved my life, not once, but twice. For me, nail care became an unexpected bridge between the early warning signs in my body and the decisions that saved my life. As an advanced nail technician, I can tell you we are often the first ones to recognize those subtle changes in your hands and your feet that signal deeper health concerns. We unknowingly bridge a gap between your beauty routine and vital health awareness. Before I continue, I do have a quick question. How many of you have actually heard of an advanced nail technician or medical manicurist? Show of hands. A few, okay. As I figured, not many people have. And to be honest, our acronym is ANT, spells out ANT. It's not really the sexiest title. If I was to go to a networking event and say, hi, my name is Myeshia Jefferson and I'm a CEO, you all know what that means. If I go to somewhere else and say, hi, my name is Myeshia Jefferson and I'm an ANT, most people wouldn't know what that was, right? But the truth is, an advanced nail technician is a licensed and certified nail tech that is able to train to notice the details and be able to provide services for people who are at risk. So those with autoimmune disease, circulatory issues, diabetes, or compromised immune systems. And yes, we do care for everyday people as well, just in a way that is safe, sanitary, and careful. Because let's just say, you do not want to step foot in every nail salon. Trust me, the horror stories. But we won't get into that today. We are just trained to see the details that most people overlook. In other words, we're part of your wellness team, whether you realize it or not. Speaking of wellness, we all know wellness is everywhere. Fitness challenges, meditation apps, corporate wellness programs, community events. But there's a huge missing piece to this picture, and it's right under our noses. Or more accurately, under our nails and our feet. These are the places that the body whispers before it ever screams. 13 years ago, if you would have told me that I'd be massaging tired feet or looking at thick, discolored toenails, some of you might have some, but I would probably say hard pass, maybe even run. But the truth is, I actually kind of like feet. And for many people, nail care isn't a luxury. It's the only care they receive. In my 13 years as a licensed professional, I've been able to serve as doctors, nurses, executives, attorneys, to those also silently battling autoimmune disease, circulatory issues, depression, cancer, even homelessness. Beauty isn't shallow or extra. It's revealing, it's preventive, and it's deeply personal. Not only am I an advanced nail technician, I'm a certified health coach, a wife, and the mother of two amazing yet interesting boys, a teenager, and a toddler. With my first son, I was in labor for over 30 plus hours. I had an emergency C-section, and I experienced undiagnosed postpartum depression. Nobody warned me about that part of pregnancy. Ladies, why y'all didn't warn me about that part of pregnancy? And also, As a Black woman, I face a healthcare system statistically less likely to listen to me. Fast forward 11 years later, I was pregnant again, this time older, wiser, so I thought. But this time, I faced a whole new challenge: preeclampsia, a condition that contributes to over 70,000 maternal deaths every single year. The warning signs were there: swelling in my hands, legs, feet, rapid changes in my body. I called, I sent emails, I reached out repeatedly. The healthcare system didn't listen. But I did. After fighting for my life in the ICU, I had to watch my newborn go home without me. But I survived. I'm here by God's grace. And here's the most powerful part about that: the very skills that I used to care for others, noticing the signs and symptoms in their hands and feet, taught me how to recognize the changes in my own body. That knowledge, training, and experience taught me that bodies speak. That's what saved my life. So here's what I know now. The beauty industry isn't just about how we look, despite that's what we all think. It's an untapped resource for early detection and awareness. Advanced nail technicians see you every 2 to 8 weeks. We see what changes. We notice what isn't improving, and we create safe spaces. Sometimes a little too safe because we might have to wake you up from a really good pedicure massage. I'm just saying. But other times, safe enough that people tell us things that they may not have told their doctor. That's what makes this work impactful. Not that we diagnose, because we don't, but that we notice, we care. We notice those early whispers of the body before they become screams. I want to share a story with you. I had a male client one day who came into my salon, reluctantly. His wife had begged him, and she was a retired nurse, mind you. She begged him to get checked up. Ladies, we know how that is, trying to get our husband to go see a doctor. Yeah. He wouldn't see a podiatrist or any kind of doctor. Honestly, I think his wife hoped if he wouldn't go see or listen to her, maybe he would listen to me. But what they didn't realize is that the moment he sat in my chair, I recognized that his feet needed medical attention right away. I urged him to go to the doctor, and he did. They discovered that he had a severe bone infection and had to amputate 3 of his toes. But the doctor also told him something that was life-changing. If he hadn't gotten the care when he did, he could have lost his entire foot and potentially his life. That's the power of beauty as early detection. And his story isn't rare. Over the years, I've seen countless people whose hands and feet revealed warning signs long before the rest of their body did. So I have something for you. I call it the ANT path because, yes, our acronym is A&T. I had to go with the ANT path. People think nail care is small on a scale of things, but it's not. Just like our ants. They're small, yet mighty, kind of like me. They build communities. They protect each other. And when one is hurt, they lift the other up. They create entire ecosystems, all by working together. And we can too. The empath is simple. A, awareness. Your body whispers before it screams. Pay attention. See the signals, especially in your hands and your feet. N, normalize self-care. Don't just wait for a crisis to happen before you check in with your body. Build a routine of listening. That consistency is what helped me recognize that the swelling in my body wasn't just pregnancy, it was preeclampsia. And T, take action. Awareness without action changes nothing. Don't just polish over a problem. Trust what your body is telling you. And find professionals who will listen and who care. ANT. Awareness, normalize self-care, and take action. That's the empath that saved my life. That's the empath that continues to save others. And that's the empath I've made my mission to share with the world. Whether in communities, corporations, or on stages like this. Today, people travel from all across California and beyond to see us. As someone who trains and certifies other advanced nail techs, best-selling author, and I've created a program that builds statewide standards, I've even learned that nail care isn't just beauty. It's awareness, and sometimes it's survival. And as a traveling educator, I've made this my mission because nail care can be one of the earliest detections of the body that something deeper is happening. And because not everyone can come and sit in my fabulous chair, I've created a wellness app rooted on those same principles, transforming beauty and self-care into early detection that meets people where they are. That's why we provide mobile services to people who are homebound, disabled, on hospice, in hospitals. That access is what's needed. To bridge the gaps that we see in healthcare, especially in our underserved and overlooked communities, I've combined AI technology with beauty and wellness to create change that matters and impacts that count. Imagine if corporations saw beauty not just as pampering, but as a way to keep staff well. Or communities use nail care as a way to reach people who rarely saw a doctor. Or healthcare teams welcomed beauty professionals as partners in prevention. So here's an invitation to you. If you're a leader or healthcare partner, invite us to help raise awareness, to educate and to show people what their hands and feet could be telling them. And for everyone else, next time you sit in a chair for nail care or glance down at your hands and feet, don't just see polish or pampering. See awareness. Notice the changes. Beauty saved my life, not by changing how I looked, but by changing how I listened. Because through the hands and feet of others, I've learned how to tune into my own body. And yes, I'm going to bring up us ANTs, us ants again. We are powerful. I had to bring it back up because, again, it may seem small, but it's powerful. So never dismiss beauty care. Never ignore your body's signals. And never underestimate the power of a highly trained nail tech holding your hand, because sometimes that hand could be holding your life. See beauty differently. Thank you.